Welcome to, I don't even know what to call this. Um, yeah, man, but today I want to discuss something very sensitive to me. I want to discuss resident DJs, club owners, club managers, and artists. Let's go.
We will rise up and make it in life. Our music will prove itself on the
Listen to the lyrics.
side. Sizophumelela, sizoqinisela,
Listen.
phumelela, sizophumelela, impilo izophumelela, sizoqinisela, sizobambelela, sizophumelela.
This is a song I recorded back in 2019.
Our
It's
music
called Beat by Beat.
will prove itself.
I produced the song with Shago Lagosh.
Nzima webafethwa kukholula kodwa ukholo lwami lithi kuzodlula noma kanjani phambili sisazofika ye kancane kancane siyayilwisa impilo enzima webafethwa kukholula kodwa ukholo lwami lithi kuzodlula noma kanjani phambili sisazofika.
And we featured Butlu alongside with the coolest in Porch, Ude Cool. You can check the song out on YouTube. It's called Shucks, Beat by Beat, featuring Butlu and the Cool. Let's get down to business. Let's get down to the agenda of the day. Okay, so what is a resident DJ? What is a resident DJ? From my experience, a resident DJ is someone who has authority, man. A resident DJ is what we can call an assistant manager to the manager who runs the club. He or she is an extension of management, but in the entertainment department where the club serves content and entertainment, right? And this person has access to budget. This person can literally speak to the manager or the owner and say, you know what, I need this amount of money to invite Oshucks to come and perform. This person is the one who says, you know what, we have 5 speakers, I need 3 more for this weekend's event. This is the person who has the authority to say, I know the culture of the place, I know what it needs, and you don't match the standards. You can't, we cannot invite you because there's nothing profitable that's gonna come from us inviting you. That's the first definition of what I know of a resident DJ, right? And then we go to a subcontractor DJ. A subcontractor DJ is someone who is hired to deliver a service from a certain time to a certain time with a certain standard and type of quality, and they get remunerated therefore. This person does not have control over the budget. This person does not know the ins and out of the business. He or she just knows what time to come to deliver the service, what time to finish, and what type of quality of service they're gonna have to offer. And most of the time, it's based on their skill and their profession. That's what I call a subcontractor, resident DJ. So the resident DJ has authority to budget, to decision making, and to content control. The subcontractor resident DJ is only based on the length of his or her contract. They get remunerated for the time space, and the prime focus is to deliver a service for the time being of their contract, right? Now we're going into clubs and the culture of the club. We're going into clubs and the culture of the club.
We will rise up and make it in life. Our music will prove itself on the side. Sizophumelela, sizoqinisela, sizobambelela, sizophumelela, impilo izophumelela, sizoqinisela.
So now let's define what a club is. Okay, so a club is a business, and every business has a target, right? So in essence, when I open a club, I know what amount of money I want to make at the end of the weekend. I know the demographics, I know the culture, I know the geography, I know the safety. There's a whole lot of things that go into owning a business. Let's forget the fact that it's a club. Let's focus on the fact that it's a business. Personally, I was fortunate enough to have been, appointed in managerial positions in both of my 9 to 5s that I've done over the years, and I've learned to understand that it's just about numbers. How do you multiply the numbers? How do you add to the numbers? How do you increase the quality of the service? How do you maintain the relationships that you already have with your consumers, your stakeholders, your investors, as well as with your employees and the staff at large? So once you understand that part, then we can go into the next phase. What is a club? A club has two primary focuses. Number one, what does a club sell? Alcohol. Club sells alcohol. That's the product that they give. That's the product that the club gives. Everyone who goes to a club, they don't go there to buy anything else but alcohol, unless, there's a variety of products that they have. But the main focus is alcohol, right? So now, the second primary focus of a club is entertainment. And now, entertainment is a service, right? So most of the club owners, what they do is they'll rather opt for someone they can trust to deliver a service, and they know that this person is in alignment with the vision and the targets of the club. So you can't just come here and you want to do what you want to do because you're dope, right? So here's some of the things I've identified as mistakes that we do as local artists. Here are some of the things, and if you're gonna catch feelings, I mean, I have a lot to throw now, so you better get ready. It's about to get late. Let me just take a sip.
Asizophumelela noma kanjani phambili sisazofika kancane kancane siyayilwisa athina sizophumelela asizophumelela noma kanjani phambili sisazofika kancane kancane siyayilwisa.
Okay, so what we do as local artists is that I'll be starting off in my back room studio, right? Maybe compile a mixtape or a beat or whatever, right? And then I'll go to my friends or send it to my friends and tell them, guys, this is what I've done. And they're gonna be like, yo, this is dope. Hey, bruh, we can see you going up there, being there, national artist, getting money and stuff like that. Now, we need to be very, very careful when it comes to that as local artists, because some of our friends and the people close to us, it's not the mere fact that they are happy with the quality of what we do. It's just them saying, yo, wow, Kanti, you can do music. You understand? So, but if there was a preference, if you put your own event with that music that you were producing at that time, and then there was a national artist event, they would rather go there. If they do come to your event, it's because of they feeling bad. They want to support you, and they know that you invited them, and that and that and that. But preferentially they would go to the national artist because there's a certain type of quality that the national artist is going to offer them that you're not going to offer them, that you are not there yet. So now that's where the resident DJ comes in. That's where the subcontractor resident DJ comes in. That's where the club owner and the club manager come in, right? Now, the task of a club manager is to make money and maintain the quality or increase it, right? The task of a resident DJ who gets paid like an employee, not as a subcontractor, resident DJ, is to make money for the club. Because at the end of the day, if they do not make money for this month or for this 2 weeks, fortnight, or whatever, they're not going to get paid. But a subcontractor, whether or not they make money, they're going to get paid because that was the agreement on the contract. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say, but as a subcontractor, as a brand, oh shucks, if you book me for a certain period and you tell me to come and perform, even when you know that your clientele is not going to be there at that time, it's not my problem. It's not my problem. I bought whatever I had to bring to the table and I came on time and I did what I needed to do. You are the one who failed with whatever you had to organize and stuff like that. But it's fine. We will get to that, right? So now the club makes 10 rands on a weekend, right? 10 rands, South African rands. And Oshucks is charging 3 rands, right? And Oshucks can bring 5 people to the club who are going to pay 1 rand each, right? And then we have DJ Spinkere's loss. So DJ Spinkere's loss, he charges 5 rands as well, but DJ Spinkere's loss cannot bring not even 3 people. To him, it's all about him. He just wants to perform and show us how great he is. That's not how it works. We have to look at the benefits and we have to look at the losses. We have to look at the gains. We have to look at what we stand to benefit as a business, because the amount that you want us to give you, we're going to give you, but are we going to get the amount that we require from you? So from the 7 rands that we make as a club on a weekend, are you going to increase or decrease? Because you must also understand, as a club, we built it from scratch and now we have a certain clientele that comes to the club that expects a certain type of service, certain types of products. That is why they've been loyal to the company. So now we're going to bring Shucks. Shucks is not in alignment with what we are trying to achieve or the standard of the club. It's a problem. And Shucks is charging us money. But Shucks is, okay, he might bring 3 people. Yeah, sure, fine, extra. So we can actually make that $10 extra from what we normally make on a weekend. You see, that's how you get the booking. That's how it's supposed to be. You know, if you are starting off as a beginner, don't rush into being there at the main clubs, main events, and stuff like that. Sell your products and make sure you accumulate as much as you can to bring to the table when you speak to the resident DJ, when you speak to the manager, when you speak to the club owner. Be confident enough to say, but my product is selling. Because you're no longer an artist when you come into the office. You are a business. What are you going to offer us, man? Can't we get anyone else? Can't we get Screwface Laws, DJ Screwface Laws? Because DJ Screwface Laws, yeah, perhaps, let's say for now, we can negotiate this price and say, Screwface Laws, we are not guaranteed that you're going to bring us this amount of people. So we're going to have to negotiate. But if it does happen that, give us more, then we can give you the actual price. And DJ Screwface Laws is going to say, yeah, sure, let's do this. Because his main target is not bringing in his fan base. His main target is performing at our club. And that is why we are so vulnerable to such an extent that we get exploited. And then tomorrow we go and complain. But if we're going to go into the boardroom and be questioned to say, what do you bring to the table of this business? This is a business. This is not a charity case, man. Get it together. We need to make money. We have people to feed. We have mouths to feed. There are people on our payrolls that we need to pay at the end of your performance. So I'm going to give you money, and you're not going to give me money in return to give those people. What about them? So my business decision to invite you here is coming at a loss to my business just because your five friends told you that you're dope somewhere. I relax. Calm down. No, 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 no. Calm down. You might be dope at your potential stage, but you have not reached that level of standard. And correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes we as local artists, we are so focused on ourselves that we don't even consider the business side of things. If I manage to get that beat right and it sounds proper to my ears, I feel like the whole world needs to hear this. But do they really? Am I really at that stage where there's quality? Did I learn enough? Did I go through the process to make sure it's quality? Did I do that? These are some of the questions we need to ask ourselves. Before you go out chanting on your Facebook and saying, hey, resident DJs, hey, clubs like this, hey, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, do I have enough to bring to the table so that when I put on how much money is what I'm bringing to the table, then they can say, this guy is right. This guy is worth the investment. This guy is a business. This guy is going to give me what I need at the end of the day. So I'm going to give him what he needs. I'm going to feed him. I'm going to make an example right now. The reason why event organizers opt to bring national artists is because they know definitely, definitely people are going to come if we bring this national artist. Why? Because the national artists have worked their way up to have something to bring to the table. What do you have? You have five friends, of which three of them are going to disappoint you because they have some things to attend to. One is going to be not available, and the one would say, I can come, but I'm broke. Can you give me something to come? Let's talk, man. Let's face the reality. You understand? It's far more different from a national artist because a national artist, just by seeing the name or the picture or the announcement, you know for sure, I want to see that person perform live in my city. So I'm going to go there. I don't care how much it is. I want to see that person. Are you, as a local artist, that person to your five people that say you're dope? Because obviously you cannot reach multitudes yet. You're still at this level. We are still at this level. But can you confidently say, I know definitely they're going to pull through? I know for sure. And once you have done that, you need to find a way to make sure that it's visible, even to the manager, to the resident DJ, to the club owner, to whoever, that, yeah, I'm good business. So we need to shift how we feel about our work into the reality of the business. I can tell you now, business owners are very open minded. They love taking risks. They love new things. They love always improving. Business owners, I'm talking about business owners. Those people are free minded. They might sound cool and stuff like that, but it's because of what they had to go through building those businesses. But they are open minded. So, in their open mindedness, can you give them something that they will see as an increase? Can you, as a local artist, can you do that? Once you can, you're good to go. I'm not big, man. I'm a local artist. Yeah, I work by feet. There's no one asking me for selfies around, but I know these things because I learned. The first payment I've gotten, sorry, it was 3 quarts, 750 mils of alcohol, and I was still in grade 10. It was illegal for me to drink, but I drank it anyways. It was my payment. It was something I worked for. But now I don't even want to say whatever it is that I want to say about my bookings and stuff like that. But I also had to go through the free bookings. I had to sell myself. I had to do this. I had to do that. It's part of the process. It genuinely is part of the process. You don't wake up and become a big national artist or whatever you want to become. You work to it. Even businesses, they start like that. You consider yourself as a business first before You start going to Facebook and whatever and whatever and whatever and name shaming and whatever, throwing shade. It's not gonna help you, bro. It's not gonna help. If you throw shade at me or DJ Screwfest Loss, people are gonna ask themselves, who is DJ Screwfest Loss? You are losing. Because you said something about DJ Screwfest Loss, and now DJ Screwfest Loss is gonna be getting more followers and more attention because you said something about him. You end up losing again. So you focus on your craft, you get it together, you make sure that when you sit in a table with the resident DJ, the manager of the club, the owner of the club, then they can be convinced to say, you know what, let's bring Shucks in this weekend. Let's risk. Because from what he has shown us and told us, I'm confident to say instead of us making our normal 7 rands a weekend, we're gonna make now 10. He's the extra one that we needed to evolve, you know? And by that, if you do deliver, there are chances that you might be called regularly. It's business. It's not about you, man. It's bigger than you. You know, I was in a position where I hated local artists. I mean, sorry, resident DJs, because I did not understand that these poor people don't even have the power. In most cases, a lot of resident DJs in where I'm from, they do not have the power. They are on a subcontractor resident DJ thing that's going on. So what they can do is they can give you a piece of their slice from their labor so that they can relax for the time being. And obviously not gonna give you the payment. They'd rather opt to give you a 6 pack or something because it's part of what they get. And you are desperate and you are bringing nothing to the table. So why should I spend on you? Yeah? Like guys, I've always wanted to speak about this for a very long time. Um, I used to feel like these resident DJs they are scared of me. They're scared of what I can do. They're scared that the owner is gonna like me and want to employ me and whatever. Until I went into corporate, until I became a manager, until I understood that these things they're genuinely just about numbers. A business is about numbers and the business needs to maintain itself. And there's very, very high competition going on. We've just come from COVID. Now, every business is trying to get to the maximum level of profit that they can get because they've lost out a lot. And you, as an artist, what are you going to help the business with so that not only for that one event they're going to book you, they can keep on calling you again and again and again. And whether you increase the money or not, they will know that you are worth it. What is it that you're going to offer? What is it that you are going to offer the business? You know? So that's basically everything from my personal experience, you know. If you're gonna catch feelings, do so, man. I love it. But if you feel like I've missed out something on this video that you wanna add, feel free to edit, feel free to comment. I'm uploading it on YouTube as we speak, and let's just share, man. I feel like we are lazy as local artists. I feel like we don't do enough research as local artists. I feel like we just see things on social media and we don't know what goes on behind the scenes. There are people controlling a lot of things, and these people they don't even care about your name. They don't even care about who you are, where you come from. These people are they see you as a number. And if you are a number, are you gonna be a number that adds? Are you going to be a number that multiplies? Are you going to be a number that divides or minuses the profitability of the company? Are you going to add to the value of the company? Are you going to decrease the value of the company? Are you going to chase my regular clientele away, or are you going to invite more and also maintain to service the clientele that I already have? So yeah, man, like I was saying, I just wanted to talk about this. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be doing more of these things. I really genuinely am not sure. I was just having fun, sharing my opinion, and for what it's worth, just know, man, love and light, love and light for Shucks, and let's keep it moving. Let's keep it working. Let's work on our things. Let's get our shit together. There's a whole lot to eat from. The world is our oyster, we're gonna make it if we believe it. But if you don't have enough discipline, research, knowledge, and the guidance, we might not make it. Away from my side, oh shucks, Mr. Monday Drive. This is it. Love you, love you, and thank you for supporting me all this time. And it really means a lot. And I hope you will do that for others as well. There we go. Much love.
Sizobambelela, sizophumelela. We will rise up and make it in life. Our music will prove itself on the side.
impilo enzima webafethwa kukholula kodwa ukholo lwami lithi kuzodlula noma kanjani phambili sisazofika kancane kancane siyayilwisa impilo enzima webafethwa kukholula kodwa ukholo lwami lithi kuzodlula noma kanjani phambili sisazofika kancane kancane siyayilwisa awuthina